Alabama student athlete today. It will be a safety Jordan battle. Again, if you have a question, use the raise hand function, and we'll spend some time with Jordan in just a few moments. Welcome, Jordan. We'll go ahead and take our first question from David Ferronis. David?
Hey, Jordan. Good to see you. Good to see you doing so well since your time at Aquinas. Want to know, just what it's going to feel like for you playing back home in South Florida, and then also just how South Florida prepared you and the other guys from this area for big moments like this.
Of course, it's going to be a great time, playing in Miami, my hometown, well, close to my hometown, having a lot of family there, getting a chance to play in Miami, in the Hard Rock Stadium, grew up watching the Dolphins in there. And how South Florida, prepared us for this. We grew up with speed, track, basketball, playing every sport. We come out, we run, just run straight out our mom. We run. That's what we do. So that's how South Florida, prepared us for moments like these.
All right, our next question comes from Jordan McPherson. Jordan, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was muted for a second. Hey there, Jordan. Can you speak to just basically your guys' entire secondary is South Florida guys. You, Pat, Daniel, Josh. Just what's it like playing with a bunch of guys at the college level, going for a national title, and doing it with guys who you basically grew up with on the high school circuit?
Yeah, it's fun. Coming from South Florida, we all kind of have the same lingo. We have such a great bond. Coming from out of the same area. I grew up playing with players like D. Wright, playing against Pat, playing against Josh Jobe. It's just very fun. To be able to be playing against and competing for a national championship now, coming from the same area.
All right, our next question will come from Nathan Baird. Go ahead, Nathan.
Ohio State, as you saw on film in the Clemson game, used checkdowns pretty well between Fields and Sermon. I'm just curious, as a defense, how do you try to prevent some of those gash plays from happening? Just because it's obviously not their first choice of a play, but can still be really effective.
It's just having good eyes. Locking on to your mans or locking on to your zone. In a scramble or when it's long. When he has long time to throw the ball, it's just being consistent and being focused on, your keys. And, watching your man lock on. If he scrambles, you got to stay on, because creating plays off the scramble is one of the most explosive plays, for a quarterback to make.
Next question will come from Stephen Means. Go ahead, Stephen.
Hey, Jordan. You spent a small period of time committed to Ohio State before obviously you chose Alabama. I don't know, is it weird at all to think that no matter what, you could be playing in this game right now?
It's funny. My mom, dad, and my brother, we were all talking about it in our group chat this past week, and it's kind of funny that in either school I would have went to, I would have been in the national championship. But I give all praise to Ohio State, great coaching staff, great players, and I just had to make the best decision for me towards the end to come to Alabama. So I give all the praise and all the excitement and enjoying Ohio State as well.
Next question comes from Ben Hall. Ben, go ahead with your question.
Hey, Jordan. Throughout your career at Ohio State, your freshman year, most importantly, you played along some really talented safeties who had some experience playing in the college football, and Xavier McKinney and Shaheem Carter and them guys like that. What did you learn from those guys to kind of help push you in these moments and games like this?
To be consistent, stay focused. Stay focused on what we have to do to win this game. Go watch film. Be locked in. Be a leader on the field. Get everybody on the same page. Have us all communicate. Be on the same page. Coach Scott tell us before every game. Win the game before the game even happens. And that means like staying in the books, know what's coming. And just be focused.
Next question will come from Dan Hope. Go ahead, Dan.
Hey, Jordan, just to follow up on what you were asked about, your decision to flip from Ohio State to Alabama, just what do you remember about, being recruited by the Buckeyes, and what did you like about them, and what did you ultimately make you decide to become Alabama instead?
Like I said before, it was a personal thing. I had to make the best decision for me, and obviously, you see, I did make the best decision for me, and that's all that came down to. I don't remember the process and all that. It's been too much in college for me to remember that.
Next question comes from Myron Williams. Myron?
Hello, Jordan. As you mentioned earlier, you will be returning to South Florida, and along with a couple other guys on the squad. Have you guys had a chance to talk to each other about some of the expectations? And furthermore, has Coach Saban or Coach Golding actually talked to you guys as well to try to get you tempered down? I know you got a lot of expectations going on with family and friends.
Oh, no, we haven't really talked about that yet. That's probably gonna be something to talk about after the game. Right now we're just focusing on, preparing for the game, and hoping for the best outcome for us, you feel me?
All right, our next question comes from Patrick Murphy. Patrick?
Jordan, is a safety, just looking, across the Ohio State passing attack and the weapons they have, what do you see in those guys, and what is the biggest challenge you guys face out of those weapons?
Obviously, Justin Fields, Garrett Wilson, Lave, and number 6, Jamison Williams. They're all great players. Very respectful players. They're very great, very fast. Very, very. I don't know. Hey, they're gonna be the greatest challenge we have. This national championship.
All right, our next question will go to Anthony Euro. Anthony?
Hey, Jordan, have you spoken to your former high school coach, Roger Harriet, about the national title game, and how has he impacted you throughout your high school and college career?
Oh, I love Coach Harriet. Very family man. He coached my brother at university school before I even went to St. Thomas, before he even left university school and went to St. Thomas, and that's what made me, go to St. Thomas. He taught me a lot, man. Just being disciplined, having great character. That's what led me to, getting here right now, where I am right now.
Thank you.
Thanks, Anthony. We'll go to Jeff Spiegel. Jeff?
Hi, Jordan. Tonight, Pat's going to be up for a couple of awards, including, I guess, what would be the equivalent of the Heisman Trophy for the defensive guys. Just talk about what that's going to be like, how much you're rooting for him, and what an impact he's had on your career at Bama.
Oh, Pat is a great player. He always on me about staying focused, keeping the track. And I'm very happy for him for being up for these awards, and I'm very excited to see the outcome of these.
All right, we'll take a question from Joe Goodman. Joseph?
Hey, Jordan, you might not realize this, but when Nick Saban back in the day came to Alabama, George Smith at St. Thomas Aquinas wrote a letter telling no one to go to Alabama back then. It's been so long since Saban has been at Alabama now. How do young players like yourself who came up going to St. Thomas and other schools kind of look at Nick Saban now compared to the way they did when he left the Dolphins?
I don't know nothing about that. You just kind of blew my mind. I ain't even know nothing about that. My decision was based all on me, my family, and the coaching staff at Alabama. So, I don't really know about any of that George Smith stuff, but I love George Smith. It's my guy right there.
All right, we'll take one final question from Stephen Smith. Stephen?
Jordan, I know he didn't play against Notre Dame, but how has Malachi Moore looked in practice this week?
That's not for me to speak on. Malachi, focusing on getting his back right and all that. So we just focusing on us and, moving forward from the next game, what we could do better and what we can, do to change what we did bad in Notre Dame game.
All right, Jordan, thank you for joining us. Best of luck on Monday.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank everyone for joining us. A reminder that transcripts and a copy of the video will be on collegepressbox.com shortly.